Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse getting started right on the dot at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So good morning to everybody. Welcome back. Caesar, good afternoon. Welcome back. Good to see you back. Bitcoin continues to be ultra bullish. It's pretty much flat today at only 0.3%, but typically price doesn't increase, 3%, 3%, 3% every single day. Usually there's some sort of a pullback or flat or a lot of intraday trading, right? So Bitcoin, as you can see, this is the weekly chart of Bitcoin. It's still remains ultra bullish. It's currently at $52,000. If you look at the heat map though, for the day, Bitcoin 0.32%, Ethereum down 1%. Ethereum made like a 3% move yesterday. So if it retraces back 1% and then makes another move, or closes in the green by the end of the day, right? Not much really to report. Cardano down 3%, AVAX down 3%, 3.5%, Solana 3% as well. So we're gonna dive into it. We're gonna dive into the weekly chart, the monthly chart, and look at some of these monthly pending buy signals. And we'll show you kind of where Bitcoin was when it was a monthly buy signal as well. And then, of course, the NASDAQ. I posted in the Discord. This morning. The NASDAQ, it's only down 0.26% right now. It was down 0.6%. And there was several reasons why we could see a correction on the NASDAQ. So we'll jump into that as well, and then take a look at some other stocks. Try to get through all of this and your requests all within about 30 to 40 minutes. And on this fabulous TGIF, thank God it's Friday. So let's jump right in. Let's put the drawings back on. So we know that Bitcoin hit the fourth longer term target. I added the fifth longer term target, which is near all-time highs. So doesn't mean it's going to just push right through, but it's possible. I put on this fractal of a couple of reasons why, and we talked about it the past couple of days, right? Once the monthly chart went ultra bullish, you can see Bitcoin pumped up for 6 months in a row. And if Bitcoin does something similar to Abercrombie and Fitch, started going parabolic for 7 straight months, once the monthly candle went ultra bullish as well. Now, the monthly candle is not ultra bullish yet, but it's getting closer and closer and closer. So being that there's still 14 days remaining, there's still a lot of time remaining left in the monthly candle. So we'll see how it closes. It could close ultra bullish. And of course, it could close a lot lower, similar to this wick over here. So too early to say. We're only halfway through the month. So we look at multiple time frames over here, but it's just a kind of a scenario that could play out. If we see the monthly chart get ultra bullish, then it's possible we see price start to go parabolic over the next 6 to 7 months over there. So we'll continue to watch it. The weekly chart is ultra bullish. The 2-week chart, I believe, is ultra bullish. Yep, it has been ultra bullish since November. Good morning, Ollie. Welcome back. Good to see everyone back. So let's jump into the weekly chart of Ethereum. Ultra bullish has hit 3 of the 4 targets to the upside that we've talked about, down 1.3% today. So I call that flat in the crypto world, right? I call it flat. Solana, ultra bullish on the weekly chart. DOT is not, but it's bullish on the weekly chart. Cardano is bullish on the weekly chart. It was above this blue line, right? So I posted this in the Discord. I posted it on the Twitter X app, and a weekly close back above here. This is looking like a higher low, and a weekly close back above 59.4 cents roughly, which it was at like 61 cents. That would confirm the higher low, in my opinion, right? Abercrombie and Fitch fractal. Yep. It is a Abercrombie and Fitch fractal. Yep, you got it. So pulled the fractal. Let's see the monthly chart. So I pulled the fractal from right here. So you got the former all-time high. You got the buy signal similar on the monthly chart, and it started to go ultra bullish and took out the all-time high. And I pointed out, is Bitcoin here, right? So this fractal I put on for Bitcoin just for fun. If Bitcoin goes ultra bullish, it's possible it goes like that. Or of course, it could, very similar to how Bitcoin did in November 2020. So you could put on this fractal as well. It's probably going to look almost identical. So just kind of show you how I do that. Bars pattern over here, and then you select that, go like that, and then it would look very similar. And then you just adjust it to like where the monthly kind of stretch out to match the monthly over there. So very similar, right? Maybe that was the Bitcoin fractal that I pulled. I thought I did an Abercrombie & Fitch fractal as well, but they look almost identical, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I could pull the ANF target, the ANF fractal, and put it on Bitcoin as well. But I think I pulled the Bitcoin fractal from, now that I'm looking at it, it looks like that's the Bitcoin fractal over there. So that's that. So let's jump back over the weekly chart. They're ultra bullish, Cardano, sand back above the trending dots. I candle close back above, right? Near still bullish, Mana still bullish, back over the trending dots. Chainlink, right? Matic still bullish. Those are all bullish, right? So what I want to kind of show you though, that we may or may not have been talking about, and I've been posting on the Twitter X app the last couple of days. DOT has a pending buy signal on the weekly chart, right? So if you watch where Bitcoin had that buy signal, had a buy signal, consolidated, and then had another buy signal, and then price started taking off to the upside. So Bitcoin, just keep in mind, Bitcoin was at 34,700 ish when the monthly candle closed, and now it's at 52,000, right? So DOT is currently at $7.50. So where will DOT be, right? You can see that Bitcoin came all the way up to the fourth longer term target. So it's possible once we get a buy signal and starts to make its move, you can see DOT all the way up at $37, right? Bitcoin is above the fourth target. Lawrence, good morning. Welcome back. Emilio, good morning. Welcome back. Shooter, by the way, good morning. Welcome back. Good to see longtime market snipers on here as well. DOT. So that's the DOT monthly chart. Cardano also has a pending buy signal on the monthly chart. Again, Bitcoin is above the fourth target here at above $2. Sand, no pending buy signal on the monthly chart yet. The 2-week chart, I think, not even the 2-week chart, right? Just the weekly chart. So it's still pretty early on a lot of these potential crypto assets. Near already had a buy signal, never had a sell signal like DOT or Cardano on the monthly chart. Remains bullish on the monthly chart. Mana, no monthly buy signal yet. No buy signal on the 2-week chart, only on the weekly chart. So Chainlink monthly chart had a buy signal and has hit target 1 of the 4 so far, right? Target 1. Remember, Bitcoin's above the fourth target over here. Matic has a pending buy signal on the monthly chart. So those are all the crypto assets kind of wanted to cover. Jesse, have you seen the monthly BTC RSI descending channel? Monthly BTC RSI descending channel. I haven't seen it, but I have seen that RSI does pick up monthly bearish divergence on the RSI. So, but yeah, no, I'm not seeing a descending channel on Bitcoin monthly RSI, right? If anything, this was like the downtrend. This was the downtrend and it was broken, right? So this is the monthly chart and had the RSI buy signal back in October and had other buy signal, going all the way back to like February, March of 2023. So it's in an uptrend and you can see the EMA trending upward. I posted this on the Twitter X app as well. Let's see, Jesse Olson, you can come over here. Jesse Olson, Bitcoin. Might be able to pull it up over here. But I posted this on there, right there. Oh, got lucky. Found it pretty quickly. So Bitcoin monthly RSI chart observations 2016. Here, let's click on it. Bitcoin monthly RSI chart observations 2016 buy signal to peak was 22 months, right? Buy signal to peak of the EMA. This is the EMA, not the actual RSI, right? Was 22 months. From buy signal to peak on the EMA was 21 months. And from the buy signal to the peak, I kind of drew out this peak, right? Possibly maybe 20 months, right? So longer term bullish for at least one more year, question mark, right? So that's what we're kind of watching. Good to follow, roadmap to follow, possibly, right? So, from the buy signal to possibly 20 months, right? That's what we're kind of looking at over here is that, where is it at? Where's that? I always can't remember them all, but, date range. There we go. So from 20 months, possible bullish all the way till June 2025, right? So I already had that vertical line on and forgot about. So possible it remains like that. And I kind of drew it out like this, in this trajectory, right? This trajectory. And then of course, at some point, possibly puts in a lower high, right? So you got this lower high over here and then comes back down. So we will see, but it's an uptrend on the monthly chart on the EMA. And I talked about it and covered it over here on this chart over here. So definitely go smash the like button over on that one. I posted that February 12th and retweet it and help the algorithms. Help me, help you, help me. Please check it for all BTC history. It shows perfectly all cycles. Okay. But to me, it's great to look back in history. I've done it several times, but also want to look at what's going on right now, right? So I'll have to take a look at it, but we'll see. So that's RSI. Go definitely smash it if you're not following me over there. I'm sure many of you are. Follow me over here. And then one quick point out, right? Gotta show it to you. Updated the website last night. Services, Market Sniper Pro. Had a lot of requests for a discount, and so they wanted the longer term option. So on the $29 a month, if you subscribe for a year, it's basically save 2 months and nearly 17% by selecting the yearly plan, right? And if you drop down the sharpshooter package, it's $79 a month. You get all of this, and of course, everything that's included in there. And then if you subscribe, it's 30% plus discount for subscribing for the year. We already got one. Someone that wanted to sign up for it and was asking me about it, so we did it and subscribe for $660 a year. It's basically 30 plus percent off. It's like 30.3% or something like that. How it worked out. I just did rounded even numbers. So that's why the discounts come off a little bit off versus like a flat 10 or 20% off. I just did, I rounded it. So just a quick little update over there on the website. You can subscribe for a year and it'll automatically renew for a year. But if you want to cancel, just like I said, down here to frequently asked questions or next steps, just send me an email if you ever want to cancel. It's pretty simple. I'm not trying to hold your subscriptions or your payments hostage over there. If you ever want to cancel, just let me know. Email me. If I don't respond, I'm not trying to ignore you. I might see it and forget about it. So, if it's important to you, always direct message me a second time or always email me a second time and I'll always take care of you. So don't worry about it. I'm not trying to hold your money hostage over there. So anyways, perfect cycle blueprint, possibly, right? So we'll continue to watch it. Angel C, hi Jesse, could you please look at grayscale stocks? I am long and waiting for a possible pump in altcoins. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, we'll take a look at it on the second half. Angel, let's keep going. I'm going to circle back. I want to kind of show you what I was looking at on the NASDAQ daily chart that I posted in the Discord this morning, right? So there is bearish divergence, right? So let's circle back, right? This has been a massive move to the upside. So from wick to wick, It's a 28%. Doesn't seem like a lot when you come from the crypto world, but for the NASDAQ to go up 28%, that's a massive move, right? Especially in a matter of like 3.5 months. So 3.5 months, it's been nothing but up only for 28%. So expecting a correction, you know, in the future, we don't know when. Currently, it's still bullish, right? Higher time frames is still bullish. The daily chart is still bullish, still above the trending dots, still above this trend line. There could be additional bearish divergence. So I want to point that out. Now, for the signs of a possible retracement, right? Price has been overbought, right? You can see the orange candles. There is bearish divergence, right? Bearish divergence. Price is making higher highs while RSI is making lower highs, right? So that's there's been multiple RSI sell signals. There have been multiple MACD bearish crossovers, even bearish divergence on the MACD. So there are several reasons why. And then in the Discord, I was pointing out this could be a possible higher, lower high, right? So if this is bearish divergence, it's possible we start to form a lower high. Of course, when I posted, the price was down here and it was looking like could see a possible close below there, but it's not happening right now, right? There's no sell signal. There's no close below the trending dots. There's no closes below the upward trend line. So there's still a lot of, it's just pointing it out that don't be caught off guard if we do start to see a retracement, because there are warning signs, right? So I just want to point that out. And what we've been talking about is, lower peaks on RSI sell signal, not much happened. RSI sell signal again, possible lower high. And then if I put on the MACD indicators, it'll show crossovers, right? You can kind of see over here, go over here to inputs, and and I talked about this, you can switch all this on over here, right? So I talked about it. I put on here, some things about the Discord, sharpshooter candles, some of the indicator options. You can you can see pending MACD bearish bullish crossover on off, MACD bearish. So it'll tell you in real time of when the MACD has a pending crossover, which I really love. But I turn them off for purposes of keeping the chart cleaner for posting purposes, right? So you can see the MACD bullish crossover. You got MACD bearish crossovers. You can check the box over here, and you can change the colors to it to like red if you wanted to. So red bearish crossover, you can change all of that. So it's fully customizable, right? The bar colors, you can turn those off, on, buy, sell signals, trending dots, all that. You can change the trending dots from trending dots to a line, right? So there's so many different options that I never talk about. And then of course the pending MACD, and then above and below the zero line for the MACD, right? So there's several different things in that. I've talked about that in the video of the sharpshooter candles 3.1. You can turn off the reversal candles. You can change the settings on the reversal candles, right? So a lot of customizable things just on the sharpshooter indicator itself. But like I said, I remove them just to for purposes that it doesn't look too crazy. So I'm going to turn it off for right now. Otherwise, it gets too busy on the charts and people get confused and stuff like that. So I do have all that on there. So I just want to point that out. So the sharpshooter indicator, let's turn on the 200-week moving average back on here, just to show where it's at on the NASDAQ, way down here at 13,450-ish. So that's the NASDAQ daily chart. SP 500 looks like additional bearish divergence over there. Dow Jones, right, posted this, put it on these charts over here. Could be a possible double top. Too early call it. Still bullish. Russell 2000. The dollar still currently bullish on the daily chart. Still bullish on the weekly chart. 10-year yields is pumping up. It's up 1.86% today for 4.315% 10-year yield rates, right? The weekly chart is bullish. It's hit 2 of the 4 shorter term targets. Still has this 3rd and 4th longer term target up here. We don't know if those are going to get hit or not. Tarzanas. Hopefully I said that closely. Hey, what do you think? Hey, what you think now? Good point, buy BTC or wait, drop. Number one, I don't give financial advice. None of this is financial advice, obviously. I don't tell people when to buy or sell anything. I'll just show you what I see in the charts. You have to make your own decisions. And right now, based off the weekly chart and based off of the last 21% correction, seems like you're chasing the market now on Bitcoin. So, you got to make your own decisions. But the weekly chart is bullish, right? This was the last 21% correction down to 38,500, right? So you had this, it pumped up to 49,000, came all the way back down, hit 2 of the 4 targets to the downside. After this last buy signal sequence over here, consolidated, and now you're chasing, right? So if you didn't get in back here when got back above, got a candle close back above the trending dots, started to see pending buy signals, and then consolidated, right? That was, in my opinion, that was the last potential buy the dip scenario on this last move. So the fact that you want to buy now, in my personal opinion, right, is chasing the market, right? It's in ultra bullish territory, aka overbought. So it's not my strategy, right? It's not my strategy. I don't like to buy high and sell low, right? I don't like to buy high and sell low. So that's that. 10-year yield, getting back to it. Let's jump back into the flow. The 10-year yield is bullish. It's pumping up 4.3%. VIX is kind of flat today. Kind of drew this out, right? It's the volatility of the S&P 500. Still bullish on the daily chart, above the trending dots. We're getting spikes. We're getting larger spikes. This is what I'm seeing, right? Spike, higher low. Spike, higher low. Or double bottom on that case. Spike, higher low. Spike, higher low. Huge spike, higher low, possibly, right? So that's something to watch out for on the VIX. If the volatility continues to pick up and it continues to spike up like that and come back down, one of these breakouts is going to really spike hard and break up to the upside. This was a massive spike, right? This last one from wick to wick within one day was a 33% VIX spike. It can spike and pump hard, right? And then you get a bigger correction. So even from this pivot low to that spike up there in the matter of like 25 days, 81%, right? You can see where they pump hard for a few days. And of course, if there's a bigger market correction, it can pump even higher up there. So just something to be aware of, just something that's on our watch list, and we're watching every single day over here. It's kind of building up this possibly going through a bottoming phase, and you're seeing spikes and higher lows, right? That's kind of the pattern right now. Gold, silver. Want to point this out. Silver is breaking out to the upside, right? And could silver be leading the way again for gold, right? So we talked about it. This is a low. This is a higher low. This is a reversal candle, followed by yesterday was a pending buy signal that I was pointing out, and closed with the buy signal, closed above this downward trend line, and it is starting to pump hard, 1.78% over there. Gold hit 2 targets to the downside. Is that it for gold? It's possible. We talked about it yesterday that, will gold continue to outperform silver by not retracing as low as silver did? It's possible because silver went below the 200-week moving average. Gold did not. Silver hit 4 out of 4 targets to the downside. Gold has not as of right now. So is silver leading the way for gold to the upside? It's possible. There's a reverse candle. could start to break out. You got a higher probability, if it closes back above there. This is more of an aggressive line. So if you're taking a more of a conservative approach over there, right, this would be more of a conservative breakout from there, and this would be a more aggressive breakout from there, from my opinion. So is silver leading the way? It's possible. It led the way to the downside. It had a reverse candle and starting to pump up hard on silver. Let's take a look at some of these Bitcoin mining stocks real quick. Bitfarm still ultra bullish on the daily chart. Let's flip over the weekly chart though. Let's flip over the weekly chart. How are we doing on time? 25 minutes. You got it. You're welcome. You're welcome. 4K mods, buy high, sell low. My favorite strategy. Yep. So let's keep going. Bitfarm, ultra bullish on the weekly chart, right? 2 of the 4 targets to the upside. CLSK, ultra bullish. Marathon Digital, bullish. Riot is bullish on the weekly chart. We're going to make it, hopefully. Hopefully we all make it. Bullish on Hive weekly chart. Hut starting to make a move. Currently not bullish on the weekly chart. Is it lagging time-wise and or underperforming? Sure. Could it catch up? Yes, it definitely could catch up, right? It's hit one longer-term target so far. $10.34. Had that weekly reverse candle, and now it's back into the trending dots. Could close back above. Possibly get a pending buy signal in the near future. On the weekly chart, maybe not this week, maybe next week, because this week is almost over, right? If you drop down to the daily chart, it's already bullish on the daily chart. Got back above the trending dots down here. This is looking like a low. We talked about it. This is looking like a higher low, similar to the other Bitcoin mining stocks, and then started to pump up and it's hit 2 targets so far, $10.36. These are shorter term targets. These are longer term targets, right? So that's that on Hut. Wolf, bullish. Let's go back to the weekly chart. Bullish on the weekly chart. Iron, Iris Energy, right? Bullish on the weekly chart. Now, MIGI. Let's go back to the daily chart here. MIGI. Almost 65% correction on MIGI. And I pointed this out in the Discord earlier. Kind of cleaned up this chart. Just get a blank canvas over here. I pointed this out. It's currently up 17%. Yesterday it was down like 21%, right? So if you look at it from this wick on this correction so far, down almost 65%. And then yesterday was down 21%. So over a span of 2 days, it was down 38%. We have a pending reversal candle on the daily chart as of right now. Is it possible this is the low? It's possible it's the low at $1.56, right? Back up to $1.83. So I posted the details in the Discord, and so you can kind of look at it like this. And it's possible that, it's going to find support. It's possible we get a reverse candle. And it's possible we get a back above the trending dots, back above this downward trend line with a pending buy signal, right? And then it would be, it looks like MIGI could be lagging time-wise while it's going through a bigger correction than most, but it also had a huge pump up, pumped up a lot more than others, and it pumped all the way up 640%. And after a 641% pump up, or it had a 65% correction. So this could be a fast mover. I talked about it. I covered it in the Discord, and I'm covering it here. So, yo, Jesse, welcome back. Ayan and Anwari. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly or close enough. Good to see you back. Welcome back. So with that, CIFR still bullish. And then is UNG and natural gas finding bottom? It's too early to say, but it's possible. It's oversold right now. It's oversold and could remain oversold. So too early to say. Just want to kind of point that out. Let's take a look at some of these stocks that were pumping yesterday. Disney, flat today. PayPal, uh, is PayPal finding bottom, right? We kind of drew this out back here last week. We will see if it regains the trending dots, maybe even comes all the way back down. TDOC was up like 3 or 4% yesterday and still remains bullish, down 1% today. But you can see that was a pretty good pump up to like 21.73. Unity Software was up like 3 to 4% yesterday, still bullish, kind of letting the trending dots catch up. Lemonade was up 3 or 4% yesterday, still bullish. AI, letting the trending dots catch up. Is a lot of these stocks move quickly and the trending dots get pretty far extended away and the price comes back to it, right? Path, you can see, came back to the trending dots. What else? Magnificent Seven. Let's switch over to Magnificent Seven. Take a look at NVIDIA. Remains ultra bullish over there. Let's look at the weekly chart. Let's zoom out here in the weekly chart. Let's zoom it out on the monthly chart. Ultra bullish on the monthly chart still, right? Bitcoin could play out this way as well. What if Bitcoin went ultra bullish around the all-time highs as well? Came up into ANF target 1, consolidates for a few months, right? Even has a correction and then pumps up after that. That is quite possible, and we've seen that play out in the past of Bitcoin cycles. Meta remains ultra bullish on the monthly chart. Don't fight the trend, right? Don't fight the trend. It's ultra bullish. It's got these higher ANF targets out there. Amazon remains bullish on the monthly chart. Microsoft, ultra bullish on the monthly chart. Tesla, bearish on the monthly chart. Bearish still on the weekly chart. We talked about this. In the daily chart, we talked about, could the bottom be in, right? Could the bottom be in? There's bullish divergence, possible higher low. It was breaking out yesterday and back above the trending dots, and could see a pending buy signal in the daily chart in the near future. You had the RSI buy signal back here in February 8th, right? So laid out this possible plan of attack as well, just because the higher time frames are still bearish, right? So it could get a retracement, could get a pump up, come all the way back down, put it in a higher low, and then that would be your higher probability longer term. If you're looking at a longer term play, this would be your higher probability back here. So we will see on Tesla. Rivian looking very similar. Apple still bearish on the daily chart, but could be finding support on this longer term weekly upward trend line. Also have a pending sell signal on Apple there. Had multiple sell signals. It's just basically been going sideways, right? This is not a swing trader's dream. This is not a swing trader's dream whatsoever. From May 2023 is basically the same price. So May 2023, yes, pumped up, went down, pumped up, but it's the same exact price as May 2023 and still hovering around January 2022 all-time highs, right? So that's Apple over there, but it is a pending sell signal. We will see if it's possible that it breaks down from there, right? RSI sell signal could be seeing lower prices on Apple longer term. It's possible, right? So that's Apple. Google had the reverse candle on the weekly chart. The trending dots are currently holding it up right now. We'll see. Daily chart is bearish on the daily chart. This could be a high. This could be a lower high. If it takes out this pivot point here, that would be a lower low and confirms the lower high on Google. So just something to be aware of. Some of these bigger stocks could be correcting. Coin up 15% today. It's ultra bullish on the weekly chart. Just smashed longer term target 3. Remember, Bitcoin's above longer term target 4. Ultra bullish on the weekly chart. This is looking like a higher low. A weekly close today, back above 176. Most likely it's going to happen. Confirms that higher low, takes that out, puts in a higher high, and Coinbase is ultra bullish on the weekly chart. Pending buy signal on the monthly chart. We talked about this earlier. Pending buy signal. Rivian, flat. Could look similar to Tesla, right? Could look similar to Tesla. Could have a buy signal in the near future. What else? What else? What else? What else? Let's circle back to some of these. AKRB kind of flat today. Yeah, let's circle back to some of these requests over here. I think there's at least one or two. BTC RSI. There we go. Angel C. We'll take a look at it. Thanks for putting in all the details. I am long and waiting for a possible pump in altcoins. So LTCN stocks. Let's do all. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, we got it on here. So it's currently bullish on the daily chart. I say that with hesitation because it spiked up to like $17 and it's currently below the trending dots, right? So is there going to be a sell signal on it? It's possible there's a sell signal in the near future, and it's possible you see lower prices, right? So let's kind of draw this out. So if you're long right now, right, that's kind of your line in the sand. So be aware that there could be a possible sell signal in the near future. Last time I had that 8, right, is a fast mover, pumps up hard, comes all the way down hard. And so you probably have to even go down at a lower time frame. But it's possible this puts in a pump up here. This would be a possible lower high, right? So something to be aware of. Let's look at the weekly chart. The weekly chart, though, is still bullish on the weekly chart. And but could be a lower high, right? You had that RSI sell signal. So I don't know. It's kind of all over the place. It's overall, it's bullish on the weekly chart. Overall, it's bullish on the monthly chart, as you can see. But it could be retracing to kind of let the trending dots catch up. So if this is a longer term hold, you just have to decide what your strategy is, and let me, and decide if this is a longer term play, or if you're in a long position and you think it's going to correct further to come back down before the next move out, right? So you just have to decide what is best for you. It's possible it found support at the trending dots on the weekly chart. Trending dots are at 1170-ish. So it could continue downward like that. But yeah, had the RSI sell signal, possible lower high. Not much really else to say on that one, Angel. BCHG. Let's take a look at that one. BCHG. Looks almost identical, right? Grayscale Bitcoin Cash Trust. So not much else to really say. This is a very bearish looking candle. That is a huge wick to it. You can see there. And if it were to close if it were to close back below this candle here, that would signal to me that further downside, right? So something to be aware of. Daily chart had a sell signal yesterday, right? So you just have to decide what your strategy is. But that was a massive move up. If you look at it from this pivot low here all the way to there, it's a 500% pump, right? So 500% pump. This could be a lower high, and then you could see possibly prices come all the way back down. So just have to decide what your overall strategy is. Are you going to hold through it, or and just kind of watch it from there? But even the monthly chart, right, could let the trending dots catch up. So could be consolidating for a couple months. Who knows? So that, not sure I added too much value on that one. It's like catching lightning in a bottle on those. They pump up 500%, then they correct hard. Then they pump up, then they correct hard. So you just have to decide. Hood, one of the only ones that are green today. Ultra bullish on the daily chart for Hood. Weekly chart is bullish, up 5% today. What else? Was that it? Was that it for the requests? Oh, sorry, pal, Mr. TAM BTC. Can you recap again, please? No. You have to go back to the front. you have to go back to the beginning of the live stream. You can go back and you can play it on 1.25%, 1.25 speed, or you can replay it. But yeah, I know can't recap it. It's 40 minutes in. So with that, hope everyone has a good weekend. Hope everyone has a good rest of your day. TGIF, thank God it's Friday. Get outside. I have my best man at my wedding and his 5-year-old son are coming out to Southern California. They're staying in Huntington Beach. Get to meet up with my best man of my wedding in 2021. Been a long time best friend since 1998. Wow, 1998. So just goes to show how old we are. And once you're my best friend, you're stuck with me. So with that, hope everyone has a good weekend. Thanks for all of your support. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Help me, help you, help me. And get outside if you can. So with that, talk to you